Okay, so I'm going to take about 10 minutes here to create a new post on my YouTube. And the purpose is to share in longer form content my project Mono, which is all about mobility devices and the kind of design concepts I have in mind. And one of the big issues that I hope to help solve within the disability community that I'm now a part of. And this is the truth that disability has a branding problem. And what I mean by that is that disability is not cool. We could say that it shouldn't matter whether it's cool or not cool, but for a lot of us, it's it's really hard once you have a disability, or maybe you've always had a disability, to walk into a room and feel seen for who you are outside of the disability that you have, whether that's whatever it is. I mean, but if you're using a wheelchair or you're using crutches, canes, things like this that make it really obvious, a lot of the attention goes right to these tools, mobility aids, and that's who you become. You're a wheelchair person, or you're somebody who's using a crutch. You become somebody that has a disability, and it's really hard. It becomes more challenging for, I think, people like me with a disability to present ourselves in a way that receives admiration or a kind of impression. The kind of thing where, if you go out and you buy yourself a new shirt, a new outfit, a new dress, you get a new haircut, you buy some new glasses, or maybe it's something else that you got that is kind of representation of your style. And you want to walk into a room and have those things be noticed and appreciated, and have somebody comment and say, like, wow, I really like your shirt, or I really like your shoes, or I really like your new hairstyle. That's also available to people with disabilities, but it's harder to achieve. And my theory is that a lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times, this is a problem of what people see first when we walk into a room or we're out in public. And those tend to be our mobility devices. It could also be the obvious fact that I walk funny, or there's some kind of problem that's noticeable, or some kind of difference that stands out. But for people like me, it's the mobility device, it's the crutch, it's the wheelchair that is the first thing that people see. So the question that I have is it possible for people like me to walk into a room and have a mobility device like a crutch that people see, notice, and then admire and appreciate? Because instead of being clinical or something that scares people or brings up fearful emotions because it looks like you just got out of the hospital, instead of that, could it impress people? Could it inspire people? Can I walk into a room with a crutch that people are like, wow, if I had a disability, or if I ever do have a disability, when I have a disability, that's the kind of crutch that I would like to use. Eventually, or that's the type of wheelchair that I'd want to use, or that's the type of cane that I'd want to use. Is it possible to cause people who don't even have a disability to desire our objects, the things that we're using, In the same way that you might see somebody, I think glasses is a good example. I mean, in a lot of ways, glasses are also an accessibility device, right? I mean, your eyes go bad, you have a disability, and glasses are a visual aid to help you see things. They serve a very real purpose and a function. But glasses can be really stylish, can be a fashion statement, and we're kind of used to that. Very few of us see somebody wearing glasses and thinks, "Oh, there's somebody with a disability. There's somebody with sight problems." We we might think that, or we might feel that, but glasses are also now a fashion item. They can be a luxury item. You can walk into a room with an amazing pair of designer glasses, and people will notice those and appreciate them and maybe desire them. And so that's what I'm wondering if I can do for mobility devices. And so that's what I'm actually working on right now with my company Foundations. I've partnered up with a product designer. His name's Nikoi, and he loves my thinking on this, and he wants to work with me on this. And so we're doing that, and right now we're just in the research phase, trying to gather some of our ideas, evidence, research, and prepare ourselves to enter the concept phase. I already have some concepts that I think are pretty decent, but that's where we are right now, and that's what we're doing. And I feel pretty excited about it because for a long time now, I've really wanted to have a design project that feels like something that I feel can contribute in a positive way to in the world. And in this case, because I'm now part of the disability community, I'm really excited that maybe I could do something to help contribute to the community that I'm a part of, help improve disability visibility, disability perception. Can we give people like me with disabilities a greater ability to feel good about ourselves, to feel stylish, to feel fashionable, to feel impressive? I'm excited to be a part of that and have an opportunity, a real opportunity to work on this. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I wanted to share it here on my YouTube. For you, if you're watching, also for me, I think these videos in some ways serve as a bit of a time capsule. I like to go back and watch them and see what I said. And I think it'll be interesting for me in 6 months or a year to go back and see what I'm saying here now and how that lands then, basically. But yeah, so if you're interested in this project, I would encourage you to follow my Brand Foundations Instagram. You can find that in my personal Instagram through my links or my website, brandfoundations.co. We'll be sharing a lot of the product details there as we get them. Early days right now, so it'll be a while. Also, I'll be trying to share a lot more updates on my Instagram, Brand Foundations Instagram, and my personal Instagram as we kind of move through this very cool project. And I'll make more YouTube posts, some regular updates about this as it evolves, because I think it's going to be interesting, and I hope that we're going to have something to show that's going to be really cool, even to people who don't have a disability. That's kind of one of my big goals. So yeah, that's what it is. Thanks. Cheers. What is today? Happy Tuesday.